Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I just noticed that Beatles is off, and that was not only a good game, but quite a discussion about the accuracy of all these baseball sims we play. And certainly, I think it's a discussion and go much deeper. And with everybody that listens to my channel and Beatles channel and everyone that tunes in, I really believe that we can come up with a game that's accurate. But the truth of the matter is, I replay these seasons year in and year out, and I've never seen them come in exactly the same all the time. Every time it's something different. Also, every time we play, there's a different result. You have to do them hundreds of times to be statistically accurate. And doing them hundreds of times would certainly, I think, be unrealistic. What I really wanted to do is I want the game to be believable. And if Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961, I can believe that he hit 69 and I can believe that he hit 55. So that's okay with me. And quite frankly, most of the time I run replays. The teams that were in the World Series that year in real life do not end up in the World Series in my replay. Anyway, uh, that's my view of it. I got an idea. Maybe we can try. Of course, I'm on a little early. So I had a thought that maybe one day next week, if Beatles wants to do this, uh, we can all get on with his channel and each one of us run a different simulation for the same year, let's say 1965 or whatever, 1980, even 1912, whatever you want to do. We run a simulation doing the exact same sim, and then we can just compare our results online. I think that'd be sort of interesting. Anyway, that's not why you're here, but since I went on a couple of minutes early, I thought I'd discuss that because I thought Beatles uh, broadcast was very interesting. A great discussion. I enjoyed it. Well, here we are. We're in Cleveland, Ohio at Municipal Stadium, July 29th, 1950, where the Boston Red Sox, who have not been playing terribly well since the All-Star break, even though Ted Williams is still on the team, is facing the Cleveland Indians. Right there you have on the screen the Boston Red Sox uh, team page. They're 64 and 30. They're 2 games behind the Yankees in the American League. They're 32-17 at Fenway Park, 32 and 13 on the road. Their last 10 games, they're 5 and 5, and they lost their last game to Cleveland. What I did do in preparation for this game, the first 4 teams, as you can see in the American League, are New York at 65 and 27, Boston 2 games back, 64-30, Detroit 54-37, and Cleveland 50 and 44. How that compares to real life on July 29th, 1950, the Yankees are 7 games ahead of their pace in real life. They were 58 and 35. The Red Sox are 11 games ahead of their pace. They were 53 and 42. The Detroit Tigers are 4 games behind their pace from 1950. They were 58 and 34. And the Cleveland Indians, who we see today, are 8 games behind their pace. They were 58 and 37 on this date in 1950. Let me glance over to the chat. I'd like to say hello to World's Worst Gamer, Beatles, Big Clue, and David Solinsky. Thank you for checking in. Anyway, let's go down to the lineup page and pick the lineups for today's game. Okay, for the Boston Red Sox, we'll hit that button. We'll hit this button. We see that I can live with most of this stuff. Why is Bobby Doerr batting third? Who's in left field? Clyde Vollmer, he's gone. Bobby Doerr is going to be gone. Ted Williams is in left field. Bobby Doerr is at second base. Bats is catching. That works okay. Oh, we go over to Cleveland. Thurman Tucker, Bob Kennedy. Al Rosen in real life was leading the American League in home runs. I don't know how he's doing here, but we'll check it out. I got some interesting stories about Ray Boone for today's game. That looks good. Bob Levin's pitching. Let's go down to the field.
Replay Radio is live from Cleveland. Top of the first.
Here we go, the top of the first. Let's go over the Red Sox lineup. We have Tom DiMaggio batting first in center field. Billy Goodman playing third today in place of Johnny Pesky batting second. Ted Williams in left batting third. Vern Stevens at short batting fourth. Walt Dropa batting fifth at first base. Bobby Doerr batting sixth at second. Al Zarilla having one hell of a year, batting seventh in right field. Matt Batts catching, batting eighth. Chuck Stobbs pitching and batting ninth. In the infield, we have Rosen, Boone, Avila, and Easter in the infield. Tucker, Doby, Kennedy in the outfield, left to right. Murray catching, Lemon pitching. Dom DiMaggio's about to step in this year. He has 3 home runs, 41 runs batted in. He's batting .315. Bob Lemon looks in, gets the sign, and here's the pitch. Dom DiMaggio goes down on strikes.
1 out, base is empty.
Stepping in is Billy Goodman. Billy Goodman in real life batted .354 in the season. Billy Goodman up to this point in the season for the Red Sox was batting .340 with 31 runs batted in. In this game, he's batting .401 with 25 runs batted in. He had 2 home runs. Let's see what he had. He had 3 home runs at this point in real life. Lemon looks in, throws.
Ball 4. Take your base.
And Goodman walks to first base as Lemon misses with that pitch.
1 out, man on first.
Ted Williams stepping in. Of course, Ted Williams did not play in this game in real life because he was home recuperating from his elbow surgery. At this point in the season, at the All-Star break, he was hitting .321, 25 home runs, 83 runs batted in. He's got 27 home runs in our replay, 100 runs batted in, batting .334. Lemon checks Goodman at first and throws to Williams. There's going to be a ball hit to the left field. We're going to find out if Tucker can get this. We're going to have another roll, as we do so often in PC Replay Baseball. And Tucker catches up with it, puts it away for the out, 2 down.
2 outs, man on first.
Okay, stepping in, Vern Stevens batting .345, 23 home runs, 97 runs batted in. At this point in the season, in real life, he had 99 runs batted in, 24 home runs, and he was batting .286. So his average is way up, but the home runs and RBIs are pretty accurate. Lemon glances over at Goodman at first and throws. It's dribbler in front of home plate. Stevens picks it up, throws it to first.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
At the end of 1/2 inning, Boston nothing, Cleveland coming to bat.
Bottom of the first.
Okay, here we go. Let's go over the Cleveland lineup. Once again, they're 50 and 44, 4th in the AL. That is 8 games behind the pace they had when they were playing in real life. Okay, batting first in left field is Thurman Tucker. Batting second in right field, Bob Kennedy. Batting third at first base, Luke Easter. Larry Doby is playing center field, batting fourth. Al Rosen batting fifth at third base. Shortstop Ray Boone batting sixth. Bobby Avila at second base batting seventh. Ray Murray catching batting eighth. Bob Lemon on the mound for Cleveland batting ninth. The Red Sox have Goodman, Stevens, Dorr, and Dropo in the infield. Williams, DiMaggio, Zarilla in the outfield. Batts is catching. Stobbs is pitching this year. He's 6-5 with a 4.77 ERA. Let me glance down and see what his record was. He was 2-3, and they did not print ERAs in the Boston Globe in 1950, apparently. Stobbs gets his sign from Batts. Tucker steps in. Here's the pitch. And he's going to foul out to the second baseman behind first base, going towards the stands. One away.
One out, base is empty.
Bob Kennedy steps in, 8 home runs, 48 runs batted in, batting .311. Here's the pitch by Stobbs. And there's a single into left field, and there goes the no-hitter. Runner on first, one away.
One out, man on first.
Luke Easter stepping in. He's a .252 hitter. He's got power with 15 home runs, 57 runs batted in. Stobbs checks the runner on first and throws to Easter. He hits a ball to first. It's second to first, double play. Maybe. Once again, I have to roll the dice. It will be a double play with a 5 or lower. Vern Stevens is a good fielder. And that's the end of the inning.
No runs, one hit, and none left on.
I don't think I have any new people watching, but just in case I do and you're not familiar with PC Replay Baseball, in some ways it's difficult to broadcast because on occasion, one roll and you have the outcome. Sometimes you got to go to 2 rolls like then. Once in a while, 3, on occasion 4, and I had one the other day with 5 rolls. That one was broken up, but I've only had it once this year, so I'm not going to worry about it.
Top of the second.
Here in the top of the second inning, Lemon is going to face Dropo, Dorr, and Zarilla. Dropo steps in, batting .294, 15 home runs, 61 RBIs. He was batting .331 in real life with 24 home runs and 94 RBIs at this point in the season. So he is not, although he's having a great year, he's underperforming. Lemon throws. And there's a double into the corner in left field. Dropo's walking into second base. The left fielder picks it up, throws it into the infield.
No outs, man on second. The defense is playing in at the corners.
And Bobby Dorr steps up to the plate. He's a .354 hitter, 14 home runs, 59 RBIs. And as I glance down, he was .306 in this point in the season, with 16 home runs and 79 runs batted in. As you can see, these statistics aren't accurate, but that's what we were talking about in Beatles broadcast. Lemon checks the runner at second. First and third baseman are playing in, looking for a bunt. They haven't been around long enough. I don't bunt too often. But since Bobby Dorr struck out, maybe I should have bunted. One away.
Out, man on second.
Runner in scoring position, Dropo. Al Zarilla steps in, a left-handed batter, batting .363, 6 home runs, and 52 RBIs. And as I glance down at my sheet here, I got to find them. Zarilla was batting .327 at this time of the season in real life. Lemon throws to Zarilla. There's going to be a ground ball hit to shortstop. We're going to have to roll for an error. Ray Boone is not a great fielder, but he's going to make this play. Tropo's going to go to third, 2 away.
2 outs, men on third.
The Boone, since he had that, plays an interesting. He's got an interesting family tree, of course. Ray Boone is a shortstop here. His son, Bob Boone, was a major league player. Brett and Aaron, his grandchildren, were major league players. And in 2017, the Washington Nationals drafted Jake Boone, his great-grandson, who is now playing for the Windy City Thunderbolts in the Frontier League, who is affiliated with the Washington Nationals. I looked at his stats. I don't think he's coming up too soon. And the strangest thing in his family tree that I never knew before I checked it today, he is a direct descendant of Daniel Boone of Frontier fame back before this was the United States. Okay, enough of that. Bats is up, runner on third, 2 outs. Bats is batting .256, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs. Lemon throws, strikes him out.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
At the end of 1.5, there's no score.
Bottom of the second.
Bottom of the second inning, Doby, Rosen, and the aforementioned Ray Boone. Larry Doby, the first black player to play in the American League. He came in midway through the year in 1948, the same year Jackie Robinson played for the Dodgers and broke the color barrier. Stubbs looks in at Doby, who's hitting .288 with 8 home runs, 52 runs batted in. And we're going to have a second roll for a single or a home run. There it goes. Long fly ball. It's out of here, and the Cleveland Indians lead 1-0.
No outs, bases empty.
Al Rosen steps in, 25 home runs, 77 runs batted in. He's a .249 hitter. I don't have his statistics, but I do know that at this point in the season, Al Rosen had 29 home runs in real life and was leading the American League. Stubbs takes a minute after giving up that home run, steps back on the mound. He's on the rubber, gets the sign from Bats, throws to Rosen. There's a ground ball to third. He picks it up, throws to first for the out.
1 out, bases empty.
Ray Boone steps in. Ray Boone, a .328 hitter, 2 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Stubbs throws to Boone. Goes down on strikes, 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Bobby Avila steps in, a .305 hitter with no home runs, 14 runs batted in. Avila bats from the right side. Stubbs pitches from the left side. He's got the sign. Here's the pitch. There's a base hit into left field. I don't know if you remember from the last broadcast, but that's the infamous 36. 36 is always a base hit. If the pitcher throws from the opposite side, the batter bats. And it took the Hall of Fame too damn long to induct Doby. That is also correct. Robinson came in at 47. That's also correct. I was wrong, but I was only a year off. So, like these baseball sims, I was close. Okay, here we go. Runner
2
on
outs,
first.
men on first.
2 outs. Ray Murray up. Ray Murray is a backup catcher for the Cleveland Indians. He was only batting .180, no home runs, 5 RBIs. Stubbs checks Avila at first and throws. He's going to walk him. That's what you do with a .180 hitter. You walk him.
2 outs, men on first and second.
2 on, 2 out for Bob Lemon. Why you'd walk a .180 hitter to pitch to Bob Lemon, who's batting .278 with 11 RBIs, is beyond me. But that's what the AI did. Bob Lemon has 3 home runs this year. The only advantage we have here is we have a lefty pitching to a lefty batter. Stobbs checks the runners and throws. And there's the famous 36, where you get the
1
leaping
run,
catch
2 hits, and 2 left on.
by the second baseman, and that's the end of the inning. At the end of 2, Cleveland leads 1-0.
Top of the third.
Okay, here we go. Top of the third, the Red Sox have the pitcher Stobbs, then the top of the order, Dom DiMaggio and Billy Goodman due up. Stobbs is a .212 hitter with no home runs, 2 RBIs. So he's 7 for 33, which would make him a pretty good hitting pitcher. And right after I say he's a pretty good hitting pitcher, Lemon strikes him out. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Dom DiMaggio stepping in. Dom DiMaggio struck out his first time up. He's batting .314. Lemon looks in and throws. Ground ball to short, over to first, 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Billy Goodman batting .401. He walked his first time up. Billy Goodman in reality in 1950 won the American League batting title, thanks to Johnny Pesky, who volunteered to sit in the month of September so Goodman could get enough plate appearances to qualify. Lemon throws to Goodman. It's a ball hit to second, over to first, 1-2-3 inning.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
That's what I just said. At the end of 2.5, Cleveland leads 1-0. Excuse me while I get a drink of water.
Bottom of the third.
They are expensive, Beatles, but when you get to be my age, you try to figure out a way to spend your money, so I don't have a problem with that. We don't want to leave my kids too much. Okay, here we go. Tucker steps up. He's going to be followed by Kennedy and Easter. Stobbs gets his sign, looks in and throws. It's going to be a line drive in the gap to left field. Williams, who's not a good fielder, is going to have an opportunity to make a play. As you can see, anything over 36 is a hit. And Williams makes the play. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Kennedy, who singled his first time up, is batting .313. Stobbs winds and fires. Strike out. 2 away. 2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Luke Easter stepping in as a .251 hitter. He grounded into a double play his first time up. Lefty pitcher, lefty batter. Here's the throw. Ground ball to short. He's going to be over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
I keep saying that. At the end of 3 innings, Cleveland leads 1-0.
Top of the fourth.
Excuse me 1 second. I'm going to clear my throat. I was listening to Ron Junkett do a broadcast, and he has lozenges, and I think I'm going to start with that because I can tell you, in the summer here, when it gets to be 111 degrees, it's really dry when I do these broadcasts. Legends, how you doing? Thank you for checking in. Really enjoyed that late night game of yours last night. It was really good. Nathaniel, thanks for coming by. Okay, here we go. Top of the fourth inning in a quick-moving game. If I would stop telling stories, it would be faster. Williams, Stevens, Dropo due up. Williams flied to left his first time up, batting .333. Lemon throws. Ground ball to third, over to first, 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Vern Stevens steps in, batting .388. He tapped in front of the mound. The catcher picked it up, threw him out at first. He's 0 for 1. Here's Lemon's pitch. And he's going to hit a ground ball to short. Over to first, 2 up, 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Waltropo stepping in. He doubled his first time up in the left field corner, went into second standing up. He's a 297 hitter. Here's the pitch by Lemon. Long fly ball to center field. Doby puts it away for
They go
the
down
out.
quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
3 up, 3 down at the end of 3.5. It is Cleveland 1, Red Sox nothing.
Bottom of the fourth.
We go to the bottom of the fourth where Doby, Rosen, and Boone are due up. Larry Doby homered his first time up for the Cleveland's run. Stobbs is looking at him. He's not happy. He gets the sign from Bats. Here's the pitch. We're going to have to find out if it's another home run. If it's a 6, it's a home run. It's a base hit to right field.
No outs, men on first.
Runner on first is Larry Doby, who appears to have Stobbs' number today. He is going to attempt to steal second base, which is the PC Replay adaptation of the APA steal method, where they tell you when you're going to steal. There he goes. Let's see. We're going to roll here. We're going to roll to see if he holds or not. 36 is the number. He's going to hold. He did not get a jump.
No outs, men on first.
All righty. Stobbs looks at Doby. We know he's not going to steal because there's no steal sign up. Rosen, who grounded third to first his first time up, is batting .248, and Stobbs fires. We're going to have to roll a die. There could be another home run. The only saving grace I would have if this is a 1. It's not. It's 3-0. Cleveland. Al Rosen, who leads the real-life league in home runs with 29, just hit his home run here in Cleveland to put them ahead 3-0.
No outs, bases empty.
Okay, the Red Sox continuing to play mediocre baseball in the second half. Ray Boone steps in. Stobbs looks at him. Boone struck out his first time up. Boone is a .327 hitter. Stobbs fires. Line drive to Ted Williams. Couple of steps to his left, puts it away, and there's finally an out here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
1 out, bases empty.
Bobby Avila stepping in. He singled his first time up. Batting .311. Stobbs throws. And there's going to be a double into the left field corner. Avila's going to walk into second base standing up, which appears to be what happens today. Ted Williams throws the ball back into the infield, and Cleveland is in business once again.
1 out, men on second.
2 runs in this inning, runner in scoring position in the form of Bobby Avila. Ray Murray, the light-hitting backup catcher, stepping in. Stobbs glances at Avila and throws. Ball hit to first. He's going to take it himself. Avila going to go to third. There's going to be 2 away.
2 outs, men on third.
Bob Lemon up. Bob Lemon lined out to second base his last time up. He's a good hitting pitcher with 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, batting .274. Stobbs has the sign, glances at Avila, glances back at Lemon. Here's the pitch. Ball hit to second, over to first, and the Red Sox are out of the inning.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on.
At the end of 4 innings, it's Cleveland 3, Boston nothing.
Top of the 5th.
In the top of the 5th, Bob Lemon's going to face the bottom part of the Red Sox order, Door, Zarella, and Bats. And if one of those guys gets on, Stobbs will be up. Here's the pitch.
Ball 4.
One of those guys got on. Bobby Door walks to first. Nobody out. Runner on first.
No outs, men on first.
Al Zarella stepping in, grounded to short his first time up. I'm going to glance over here at the chat, see if there's anything I need to catch up on. Hope you have a good day, Legends. Thank you very much for checking in. Okay. Bob Lemon's facing Zarella, runner on first. Nobody out. Zarilla grounded to short, as I mentioned earlier. He's a 362 hitter. Here's Lemon's pitch. Going to be a ground ball to first. He's going to take it himself. No, he's not going to take it himself. Scoring pitcher. The pitcher got it. Okay, Dorr went to second. That's the other problem. I don't see the ball moving, so I have to, my mouth can't be faster than the words that pop up on the page. Anyway, it's a 3-1 out. Dorr goes to second.
1 out, man on second.
Red Sox have a runner in scoring position. Matt Batts is up. He struck out his first time up. He's a 254 hitter. Lemon looks in, has the sign, throws the pitch. He's going to fly out to left field, and there's going to be 2 away.
2 outs, man on second.
Chuck Staubs stepping in. Staubs does have a couple of RBIs this season. He is hitting 206. He struck out his first time up. Lemon looks back at Dorr. Lemon looks in, gets the sign from Murray, and he throws. Ball 4, he walks his counterpart, which is never a good thing. Runners now on first and second. 2 outs, top of the order.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Dom DiMaggio stepping up. He's struck out. He's grounded to short. He's batting .313. Lemon checks the runners and throws. DiMaggio strikes out for the second time.
And 2 left on.
Midway through the game, Cleveland leads 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th.
Staub's still in there. He's going to face the top of the Cleveland order, Tucker, Kennedy, and Easter. Tucker has fouled out to the second baseman, flied to left. Staubs throws. And Tucker goes down on strikes.
1 out, base is empty.
Kennedy stepping in. Kennedy has singled, struck out. He's a .312 hitter. Staubs has the sign, throws. There's the 36, and there's going to be a base hit. Williams picks it up, throws it into the infield. Kennedy holds up at first. 1 out, runner on first.
1 out, man on first.
Sounds like an echo. Luke Easter stepping in. Easter batting from the left side. Easter has grounded into a double play and grounded shortstop. Runner on first. Easter, 251 hitter. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Over to short. To first.
That's their
it's a
second
double
play turn today.
I think it went over to short. Let's see what happens.
No
Second
runs,
to short to first.
1 hit, and none left on.
At the end of 5, Cleveland leads 3-0.
Top of the 6th.
This game is moving right along. It's been going for less than 30 minutes, and we're in the top of the 6th inning. Goodman, Williams, Vern Stevens due up against Bob Lemon. Lemon is 11-11 on the season, a .357 ERA. Goodman is a .399 hitter. You don't see him fall below 400 too much the first half of the year, but he just did. 2 home runs, 25 RBIs. Lemon looks at him and throws. And there's going to be a double into the right field corner. Goodman's going to walk into second base like everybody else did today. The right fielder throws the ball into the infield, and the Red Sox have the leadoff man on.
No outs, man on second.
Goodman at second base. He's in scoring position. Lemon looks at him. Ted Williams steps in. Williams flied to left, grounded to third. Williams batting .332 on the season, 27 home runs, 100 runs batted in. Here's Lemon's pitch. There's going to be a ground ball right back to the mound. He's going to throw to first. Runner's going to go to third. 1 away.
1 out, man on third.
Red Sox have their first run of the game 90 feet from home plate as Vern Stevens steps in. He tapped one right in front of the plate. Was thrown out at first, grounded to short. Batting .343, Lemon's got the sign, throws to Stevens. There's a ground ball to third. He's out at first. Rosen was playing back. They gave him the run. It is now 3-1 Cleveland.
2 outs, bases empty.
Nobody on. Walt Dropo stepping in. Dropo double flied to center. Batting .296. Lemons has the sign and he throws to Dropo. He's going to hit a line drive right at Kennedy.
1 run, 1 hit, and none left on.
He didn't even have to move, and that's obviously 3 outs. The Red Sox do get a run, however, and at the end of 5.5, they trail Cleveland 3-1.
Bottom of the 6th.
Staubs walks to the mound. He's got another inning or two in him. If he doesn't get hit too bad, he's going to face Larry Doby, Al Rosen, and Ray Boone. Doby homered for the first run of the game. He also singled. He looks like he's seeing Staubs pretty well. Staubs got the sign and he throws. He didn't see him well then, though. 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Al Rosen homered his last time up for runs number 2 and 3 for Cleveland. He grounded to third his first time up. Staubs now has the sign. He pitches. Ground ball to second. Over to first, 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Ray Boone steps in. Daniel Boone's descendant. I still get a kick out of that. He struck out. He lined to left. He's batting .325 on the season. Staubs throws. And now he's hitting over .325 as he hits a line drive into center field. DiMaggio takes it on the hop, throws it back in, and Ray Boone stays on first.
2 outs, men on first.
I'm going to take another sip of water here. I hope no one minds. Okay. Bobby Avila is a good hitter. He's batting .317 with 14 RBIs. He's 2 for 2 on the day. He's singled and doubled. He's got Boone at first base, 2 outs. Staubs looks in, and he throws to Avila. He's now 3 for 3 as he hits a ground ball up the middle. Boone's going to go to third. DiMaggio's going to throw home. It's cut off. Runners on first and third. 2 outs for Cleveland.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Ray Murray up. He's walked, and he grounded to first baseman unassisted. He's batting .176 on the season. Staubs is not having one of his better days. He's allowed 9 hits through 5 2/3 innings. He checks the runners, gets the sign, and we're not going to pitch because Avila is going to attempt to steal. And we have the pitcher-catcher combination at 36 once again. 36 and below, he's going to hold. And he's going to steal second base.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Both runners now in scoring position for Cleveland. A base hit by Murray. And Cleveland would have a substantial 5-1 lead. Staubs looks at the runners, throws his pitch. And there's a single to center field. Boone scores. Avila scores. Murray's going to go to second on the throw. Cleveland now leads 5-1.
2 outs, man on second.
And if I had a relief pitcher that could pitch, I'd bring him in. But Staubs is going to at least stay in to the end of this inning. Bob Lemon stepping up to the plate. I do have a slight advantage. If the 36th throw pops up, it'll be an out. Bob Lemon batting .270. He's lined out to second, and he's grounded second to first. The machine is telling me that Murray's going to attempt a steal of third base. And the 36 is up there. Here we go. And Murray, the slow-footed catcher for Cleveland, has stolen third.
2 outs, man on third.
Sometimes you just don't get the rolls. Staubs looks in at Lemon, gets his sign from bats, checks the runner on third and throws. I may not make the end of the inning.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Tucker's up. The only thing saving Staubs from being removed right now is Tucker's a left-handed batter. He's fouled out to second, fly to left. He's struck out. He's got runners on first and third and could end this game prematurely with a base hit. Staubs checks the runners and throws. Fly ball, left field. Ted Williams backing up. He's going to put it away for the out. The inning's going to be over.
2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 left on.
At the end of 6, Boston's trailing 5-1.
Top of the 7th.
Boston's got to get going now. They're going to have Bobby Dorr, Al Zarilla, Matt Batts due up against Bob Lemon. Staubs is the 4th batter, but he will not get to hit because when he gets up, there'll be a pinch hitter. Here we go. Lemon pitching a good game. He's only allowed 2 hits today. Bobby Dorr struck out walk, batting .353. Lemon throws, and he's going to walk again. Bobby Dorr with a good eye. Red Sox have the lead runner on.
No outs, men on first.
Red Sox need base runners. They're 4 runs down with 9 outs to go. Al Zarilla, who's grounded to short and grounded to the first baseman to the pitcher. 0 for 2 on the day. Doors at first. Lemon throws. He gets Zarilla on strikes, and there's 1 away.
1 out, men on first.
Matt Batts due up. .252 hitters struck out, fly to left. Lemon checks Dorr at first and throws. It's a short fly ball to center field. Dobie plants himself, puts it away for the out. 2 away.
2 outs, men on first.
Chuck Staubs is up, runner on first. Tom Wright grabs a bat. He heads for home plate. He steps in. He's a left-handed batter against Lemon, a right-handed pitcher. He's a .320 hitter in very limited action. He's only been up 25 times with 8 hits with 5 RBIs. Lemon looks at Dorr, gets a sign from Murray and throws. There's a ground ball to third, over to first, and there's the end of the inning.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
At the end of 6.5, Cleveland leads Boston 5-1.
Bottom of the 7th.
And here we go, bottom of the 7th inning, Cleveland leading 5-1. The Red Sox, since the All-Star break, if they lose this game, will be 5-6. My master plan of having Ted Williams not break his elbow in the All-Star game and play the second half, thereby giving the Red Sox an advantage in winning the 1950 pennant, is off to a bad start. However, this is a 154-game season. Baseball is a marathon, not a sprint. And in these short 10 and 20 games, spurts during the season, anything can happen. Beadle says, I was thinking about World's Worst Gamers Replay. I want to look at the manager settings. Those could be a definite factor, and there's no question about that. You know, the one thing about both action PC baseball and out of the park, there are so many variables that mathematically I wouldn't even be able to count them. Action PCs has even more, I think, than out of the park baseball. Out of the park, I think, does more behind the scenes, but I could be wrong. Maybe Beatles will address that. Anyway, it's almost impossible to have the exact same settings with two different people. Everybody does it differently. And like I said, I only do season replays. I've never seen two of them come in alike. They're always different. The teams that win the pennants usually are not the ones that won the pennant in real life. It's not like replaying a World Series or replaying even a single game. When you play 154, 162 game season with these sims, you're going to get variable outcomes. Now, if the computer was fast enough to play 1,000 replays of 1961, I bet the Yankees would win the pennant more often than not. But in any individual given season, almost any team that has a good team and a pretty good one-loss record for the season could win the American League pennant. That's the end of my speech. We're going to put a new pitcher in to face Kennedy, Easter, and Doby here in the bottom of the seventh. We're losing. I don't really want to waste too many people. So we're going to wire out Littlefield's arm, who's at 0-1 on the season, has allowed 8 hits in 7 1/3 innings, and has a 6.14 ERA, which is a lot better than he had in real life. Anyway, he's a left-handed pitcher. Kennedy's a right-handed batter. He's singled twice, struck out in between. Here's the pitch. And Kennedy is developing a pattern. Single strikeout, one away.
1 out, bases empty.
Luke Easter up. That's a long line. He's grounded into a double play first to short, back to first, 3-6-3. He's grounded to short again and then grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. He's not had a good game. I wonder what that means. Littlefield pitches. This is what it means. He's not had a good game. Why did I say that? And there it goes. Long fly ball, right field. It is out of here. Easter homers. Cleveland now leads 6-1. I could almost guarantee that would happen after my telling you how bad he was playing.
1 out, bases empty.
Larry Doby steps up. Doby batting .292. He's also homered, singled, and struck out his last time up. Here's the pitch. He strikes out again. There's 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Cleveland's 6-11-0. Red Sox 1-2-0. Lemons pitching one hell of a game. Rosen steps in. Rosen, the American League leader in home runs in real life, like I mentioned, with 29. He's got, what does he have here? He's got 26 in the replay. I think that's acceptable. Littlefield looks in, has the sign, throws the ball. But he didn't throw it well, and Rosen's going to go to first. 2 down, runner on first.
2 outs, men on first.
How come this machine keeps repeating what I say? Ray Boone steps in. Ray Boone, a .328 hitter, struck out line to left. He's singled. Littlefield checks Rosen, throws. And he hits a single to left field. Ted Williams fires it back in, holds Rosen on second.
2 outs, men on first and second.
2 away. Cleveland threatening again with a runner in scoring position. Bobby Avila, a .322 hitter up. Littlefield checks the runners and throws. Ground ball to second. He's going to be out at first, and the inning's over.
1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
At the end of 7, it's the Indians 6 and the Red Sox 1.
Top of the 8th.
Top of the 8th, Red Sox have the top of their order up, DiMaggio, Goodman, Williams. They're 5 runs behind. This offense is certainly good enough to score 5 runs. Let's see if they can start doing it now. Lemon's pitching a 2-hitter. DiMaggio struck out twice, grounded to shortstop is in between those 2 strikeouts. Bob Lemon has the sign. He throws.
Ball 4. Take the race.
DiMaggio goes to first. Red Sox have a runner on first.
No outs, men on first.
Leadoff runner gets on. Billy Goodman steps in. Goodman's walk grounded to second. He's doubled. He's back over 400 at 402. Lemon checks DiMaggio in pitches. Ground ball to third. The infield's halfway. There's a force at second. Goodman's too fast. They can't get him out. There you go.
1 out, men on first.
We changed runners. No longer DiMaggio at first. We've got Goodman at first. Ted Williams steps in. His fly to left, grounded to third, grounded back to the mound. How about I say this? He's had a bad day at the bat. Maybe he'll hit a home run because I said that. But before, I'm not sure why this game is going to make Goodman attempt to steal 5 runs down, but it is. He's going to be caught stealing, which is why you shouldn't attempt to steal 5 runs down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Williams, and here's the pitch. He's going to walk. So instead of having 2 runners on and 1 out, we have 1 runner on, 2 outs.
Men on first.
Stevens, who's certainly capable of homering, instead of attempting a home run that would score 3 runs and make the score 6-4, he's only got 1 runner on. Murray gives Lemon the sign. Lemon looks at Ted Williams, who is not much of a threat to steal. However, I did mention he's the first man in the history of baseball to have a stolen base in 4 consecutive decades. Here's Lemon's pitch. Could be a single home run. I can't believe it. Let's see what happens. It's a base hit. I feel better. Williams goes to third. Instead of the Red Sox having their second run, because the game made Goodman steal, the Red Sox still have 1 run, but they have runners now on first and third.
2 outs, men on first and third.
I would consider that a negative of the game. I don't know about anybody else. But there should be a rule that if that steal sign pops up and you're down by 5 runs, you should be able to press a button and refuse to attempt to steal. I think that would improve the game. Walt Dropo stepping in. He's doubled, fly to center line to right. He's a .295 hitter. Lemon's now allowed 3 hits. Checks the runners and throws. Ground ball to third. Is going to be out at first. And as we go,
no runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
As we go to the bottom of the 8th, Cleveland has a pretty secure 6-1 lead.
Bottom of the 8th.
Littlefield's B rating, I'm going to leave him in because I've got the 8th and 9th hitters up. If he can get those 2 guys out, I don't have to wear out a reliever, which apparently I need because I'm not playing well this month. Okay, Murray knocked in a couple of runs with a single his last time up. He's batting .192. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Goodman scoops it up, throws to first, 1 away.
1 out, bases empty.
Bob Lemon stepping in, a .270 hitter. He walked his last time up. Littlefield throws.
Ball 4.
He walks his second time up. We now have a runner on first.
1 out, men on first.
Tucker, who's only hitting .127, is a left-handed batter, and Littlefield's a left-handed pitcher. We're going to leave him in at least 1 more batter. Lemon takes a modest lead off first. Bats gives Littlefield the sign. Here's the pitch to Tucker. Ground ball to third. It's going to be a single off his glove. Cleveland's going to have runners on first and second.
1 out, men on first and second.
Now they have a 313 hitter up, and the manager walks to the mound, who's going to replace Littlefield. I can't pronounce this guy's name, so please forgive me, March Hilden. He is not a great pitcher. He is wild, but he's a right-handed pitcher facing a right-handed batter. Kennedy's up, 2 runners on. Kennedy batting .313. Marshilden, I guess. I'm going to have to look that up, find out the pronunciation. Anyway, here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Second to first, inning-ending double
Return
play.
their third double play of the game.
Well, that was the right call.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
At the end of 8, we're going to go to the 9th, and Cleveland's 3 outs away from defeating the Red Sox 6-1.
Top of the 9th.
Another sip of water as I glance over to the chat. Everything seems settled. Bottom quarter of the order's up. Door, Zarilla bats, and a pinch hitter if one of those guys gets on. Bobby Doerr's walked twice and struck out today. Lemon working on a 3-hitter. Looks in. He throws to Door. And he's going to hit a double down the right field line. Kennedy's going to take it off the wall in 1 hop, throw it in. Door slides. He's safe. And the Red Sox have their lead runner on here in the 9th inning.
No outs, man on second.
Al Zarilla batting 7th. He's a left-handed batter. Bob Lemon is looking in. He's getting the sign. He looks back at Door, but he's going to ignore him because his run is useless. Here's the pitch. There's going to be a line drive in the outfield. Let's see if Larry Doby can make this play. He's got the odds in his favor, 55 and below. Larry Doby gets it. Roll. He's out. Door is going to go to third as Doby was running towards the right center field wall in the wrong direction to turn around and throw to third. Door makes it to third. 1 away.
1 out, man on third.
Bobby Doerr on third base means absolutely nothing. Matt Batts due up, 250 hitter. Red Sox are going to bring in a pinch hitter, Johnny Pesky, stepping up to the plate to face Bob Lemon. Pesky's batting .312 with 3 home runs, 35 RBIs. Here's an interesting statistic. He didn't have much power. He's got 3 home runs. The season slightly past midway. He hit 1 home run in 1950. I would think that statistically, that's 3 times. That would be like Roger Maris hitting 180 home runs in 1961. Here's Lemon's pitch. Pesky's going to first.
1 out, men on first and third.
Okay, here we go. 2 runners on. Bob Lemon now's going to face another pinch hitter. Red Sox 2 outs away from losing 6-1, but they have 2 runners on. They only have right-handed bats on the bench. Seems like Bertie Tebbetts is appropriate. Slow runner, good hitter. Batting .273 on the year. He's .310 in real life. He has 9 home runs in the season. Halfway through the year, he had 8. All of 1950 in real life. Lemon checks the runners. Both of them mean absolutely nothing, so he just throws to Tebbetts. Ground ball to second. Over to short, back to first, and that's the ball game.
Cleveland wins the game easily. Goodbye, everybody.
And here we go. As we get 11 games into the second half of the season, the Red Sox drop another one. Based on what the Yankees do today, they could either be 2 or 3 games behind the Yankees in first place. Lemon's the winner, 12-11. Staub's the loser, 6-6. Bob Lemon deservedly gets the MVP of the game. Let's check the box score. Red Sox only had 4 hits, and it was spread out. They never were in danger of threatening in this game. Cleveland, however, had 13 hits, had a great day, home runs by Larry Doby and Easter. 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. As we go down to the pitching line, Lemon's 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run allowed. It was earned, struck out 6, walked 7, and even with those 7 walks, the Red Sox could not score more than 1 run. Staubs did not look good. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs. The bullpen only pitched 2 innings, allowing a run. Let's close that up. Let's go to today's games. Here's the New York Yankees playing in Chicago. Is that the only game they play today? They have 1 game today. We'll hit the button, see what we have happen. They shut out the White Sox 6-0. Whitey Ford 5-0. Yogi Berra homered for the Yankees. Once again, the Red Sox lose to Cleveland 6-1. Detroit in third place beat the Philadelphia A's 6-3. St. Louis Browns defeated the Washington Senators 12-3. Brooklyn lost to the Cubs 10-7 in Brooklyn in Game 1. Came back to defeat the Cubs 5-0 in Game 2. The Boston Braves lost to Cincinnati 7-4 in Boston. The New York Giants defeated the St. Louis Cardinals 8-6 in New York. And the Philadelphia Phillies, who lead the National League pennant race, beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 4-2. Let's go over and check the standings. Let's go to the National League since American League doesn't look good to me. Philadelphia 63-32, 11 games up. It's been that way for a while. They did win the pennant in 1950 in real life, but only by 2 games over the Brooklyn Dodgers. If Brooklyn is going to make a race out of it, they're going to have to start winning. They are 49-40, 11 games back. In the American League, Red Sox are 3 games back. Yankees 66-27, Boston 64-31. Excuse me, and Detroit 10.5 back at 55-37, followed by Cleveland, who's already out of it, 16 games back, 51-44. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule next week. Let's see, on Wednesday we have the Red Sox at St. Louis. That's not terribly enticing. Red Sox have Thursday off. Are we going to move into August? Red Sox are still on the road. They are going to play the White Sox. I'm not sure what game I'm going to do, but before I do one of these Boston games, I will do a 1912 Red Sox Action PC game. I'm not sure when. It won't be this weekend. I'll probably do it Monday or Tuesday. I'll post information on the Discord and Facebook pages to let everybody know when the 1912 Red Sox will be playing again. I appreciate everyone joining me today. Beatles, thank you once again. Let's continue this discussion on these accuracy of these PC sims. I think it's a very interesting discussion. And the next time you're on, let's maybe try to put something together where we can test it all. Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday and you enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you on Monday or Tuesday. Have a nice day.